Why do they want to keep us down? Why do you want to keep us fighting between ourselves? Why?
Okay, first off, I have to say, if you're not following this man, what is wrong with you? Um, but to answer his question, why do they keep us down? Why do they keep us fighting amongst each other? Because it keeps them in power. As long as we're fighting amongst ourselves, they're in the background doing their thing. We're fighting over this, that, and the other thing, and they're sending money elsewhere. And it goes right by you because we're fighting and they're doing something else. They don't care about, they don't anymore. It's funny how you watch the president sit at his podium and go, we're going to raise the taxes on corporations. We're going to raise the taxes on people who make more than $400,000. We're going to make people who millionaire, the millionaire tax, basically. We're going to do you really think they're going to do that? I mean, you're talking to a Congress. You're talking to the entirety of Congress. They're millionaires. How, we don't know. But they're all millionaires. You think they're going to tax themselves? Do you think they're going to raise the taxes on the people who donate to their campaigns? No. No. They're going to make us pay for their high hog. That's the way I see it. Maybe you see it in a different light, but this is the way I see it. We're fighting, we're fucking up over here. And they just keep rolling along. They stay in power. They want to keep you down and dependent on certain things. Now, I know there's people that need welfare. I know there's people that need Social Security and all this other stuff. But as long as they give you the minimal amount, because they're not going to give you more, as long as they give you enough to live, they think they have your vote. Oh, they're helping me out. I'm going to vote for them. No, it's to keep them in power and to keep you in check. That's my opinion on it. I have no factual basis of this. It's just from what I've seen and what life experience has brought me. Okay? Stop buying into the fact that they think they're going to tax the rich. They're not, because they're rich and they're not going to tax themselves. They're going to keep the same loopholes for themselves. They'll just reword it differently. That's all. That's all. Meanwhile, you and I, or me and the guy next to me, are going to keep arguing about insufficient things, or insignificant things, I should say, while they're back here doing shady stuff. And no one questions it. Okay? No one questions anything these people do because they're keeping you alive long enough so you can get they can get your vote. That's just how I see it. I see how this has been playing out for the 56 years I've been alive. Of course, only understanding since getting out of high school, because that's when you have to start paying taxes, basically. Unless you go to college, which I did not. But yeah, I don't trust any of these people. The problem is, who else is there to vote? I'll give you a prime example. This, what's his name? This Jackson guy down in, I forget where the hell he's from. I think it's the Carolinas. I'm not sure. But he used TikTok to further his agenda of becoming a congressman. He's got 2.5 million followers, or how many? He lost a lot after this. But he came on and said he doesn't think there's going to be a TikTok ban and blah, blah, blah. And he says all these things. He's trying to give you what's going on behind the scenes in Congress. And then he goes and votes for the TikTok ban. This is what I mean. People don't trust these politicians anymore. They put their trust in this man because they thought maybe he was not part of the system. Well, he is. He's a swamp rat like the rest of them. And there's, as soon as, to me, A politician is someone who means well until he gets into office. Because then he's got to conform to what everything's been going on so far. Don't be an outlier. Look what they're doing to Trump. Trump was never a politician. But because they don't like what he does or what he stands for, or his language, quite frankly, they will do everything, and they are doing everything, to keep him from getting back in power. That's what these people do. They don't care about us. They need to keep their power, and that's what they're trying to do at all times. Okay? As soon as a congressman gets elected, he's only there for 2 years, technically. So as soon as he gets elected, he's already campaigning to be reelected. Or she. So this nonsense is never going to stop until we change the attitudes of the people who vote for them. If they're not doing something for the American people instead of illegal immigrants and overseas sending all this money. In fact, I think New York just passed illegal immigrants don't need a carry permit or something like that for a gun. This is what I mean by this progressive crap going. What are you talking about? I know I'm flying off the handle a little bit here, but it just goes to show you that the people you put in power are there to stay in power and nothing else. They may throw you a bone, but that's about it. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but a lot of the times I'm not, so I'm a wise ass. Who cares? I got my Clemenza shirt on. I don't care. Y'all have a good day. Booyah!